Hey, what's up, guys? So today we're going to be doing the top 3 best teams in the game right now for global specifically. I made a list of the 3 best teams that I feel in the game right now. The ones that just feel the most cohesive or are just able to take down events super easily with consistency, most importantly. You could say that a team with Blue Cow can take down an event easier, but I am looking for a bit more consistency when it comes to a team that can take down an event. So I got a top 3 list here, but I did want to start off with sort of 2 honorable mentions. Easily, I think you could say these are better than 3 or 2, but you know, it's my personal opinion. I picked the top 3, what I feel is the strongest, but there's nothing wrong with these 2 I'm about to mention. The first being Piccolo's team. Piccolo, mainly because he's such a strong lead. He could easily be 2 on this list, no doubt. He has so many good characters on his category. He himself will cover so much for the people around him. He can lead a team all by himself and dominate any fight. He has strong defensive options like Vegeta and Trunks. He has good offensive options like Vegito Blue. He's got the Gammas on there. You can run his rotation on his team. Gogeta right here. God Goku for some of those fights. Android 17. And then you have Battle Wits as his other part of his leader skill. And that's throwing on things like the 8-year anniversary unit. The other Piccolo, which is he's insanely good banner unit. And stuff like that. So this team is also really good. Mainly like Piccolo holding it together. That key support and stuff like that really keeps this team like dominant. So that was the first team I wanted to talk about. And then the second team I want to talk about was Movie Heroes. For a while, this was probably the best team in the game, like months ago. But it has kind of fallen off, mainly because the leaders, all the leaders, while some of those are so good, these guys are not bad. These guys are definitely not bad, and the Gammas are not bad. But all of them aren't like a perfect leader for the team. These guys, there are just better cards now. They're still runnable, definitely. And these guys, same thing. There are better cards. They're still runnable. And the Gammas are great, but they're just not like the best for the characters you'd want to be running on here, link-wise. So, like, unlike Piccolo, where he's just a dominant top unit in the game, and these teams I'm going to show you where the leader is also like an insane unit, this team is just missing like a really good leader. And if it gets an insane leader, I think this is, again, one of the best teams in the game. Even I'm saying it's still a top 5 team. You are running people like Piccolo, this Goku, the 7-year, of course, Gogeta, Beast Gohan, both of the Gammas. Who else? You're running the Spirit Bomb Goku. That was up there. God Goku is insane. This kid Goku's insane. Like, this team is still really good. No doubt, but I think right now what's holding us back is just a team currently. But with that, let's get into what I feel is the best 3 in the game. Of course, everyone will not agree, and there will be differing opinions, but I think these teams are really solid. First, I made the list, the bond of parent and child and future team. So Vegeta and Trunks are still incredibly good defensively. They are still able to hold down slot 1 with ease, and with that you can kind of play with this team a bit more. So this team, I try to build it still defensively. You always want to lean defensively, so you have both leads, which are going to be giving you slot 1 already held down, and then I threw on Goku here, who again could even hold down slot 2 or slot 3 and slot. He can on every slot for you. You probably want to put him in 1 or 2 though, because he needs to be stacking. I threw Vegito on here because you could just have him for the insane power in his attack. The 8-year on here because of his insane power of attack. And I threw on the Goku here as well. Now you could swap out the 8 years here, but the only reason I put him on this as sort of a main rotation is because of the Goku right here. These guys will make him a lot easier to get his revive up, which will make him just insane. And then finally I have Gohan here, who is also insane when it comes to defense. Will hold down your slot 3. If I'm going to say anything, I think your slot 3s are going to be this Gohan, this 8-year, and this Goku. I think these 3 would be your slot 3 units. And you'd run a Vegeta and a Vegeta, and then a Goku and a Vegito. the Vegeta and Trunks and Goku rotation are just going to be holding you down defensively. And then once you get to the Vegeta rotation, you are going to be doing so much damage. You can slot 3 him from the beginning, so that he has his dodge, and just put like the 8 years so they can build up a bit quicker. Then I have some subs. Again, you can throw in the other 8 year anniversary unit if you want to go for their Spirit Bomb. The thing is, you're going for the Spirit Bomb pretty much for the Spirit Bomb. This team's already so tanky that like it definitely doesn't hurt to have them go into Spirit Bomb, but they can also, you could die early if like a slot 3 super comes in or something like that. Most of the units will live unless Goku's not guarding and you haven't revived, or Vegeta's getting supered in base, but everyone else here is pretty much living, or if Gohan doesn't have his guard. I also threw Kid Goku on if you want to replace him for Goku here. If you just want the support, that's also a really good option as well. You throw him on there for some support. You're giving the whole team damage reduction on top of their already the tankiness of themselves. And then I also have just Beast Gohan here. Beast Gohan really, like, I'm only throwing him on there just for more like attack. If you really want damage for this team, it works. But one thing I'm going to talk about for all these teams is the need to get hit. You have 1, 2, or build up. Honestly, the need to get hit / build up. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 units on this team. 5 even with Gohan who want to build up. Almost the entire team is wanting to build up. So Gohan you can throw on there, he'll want to build up, and these guys you throw on, they want to build up. This Kid Goku though, you would probably want to throw him on there because you don't want to have to deal with so many build up units. This is my number 3 slot for the team. Number 2, I got the Earthbound Fighter / powerful comeback team led by Goku here. This team is just crazy, mainly because it has Bulma on it. Bulma just does so much for you. This team is, I think, every unit outside of Yajirobe is just a defensive juggernaut. You're going to have these guys who you'll probably be slot 3ing both of them until you revive. That's why I put the 8 year again here. Easiest unit you're going to be reviving with. The quicker you can get a revive out with them, the better. Because then both of your Gokus will just be going insane. So you probably slot 3 them and slot 3 Yajirobe, which means that your main rotations are going to be a Piccolo and Bulma, which Piccolo shares 4 links with Bulma. They're actually like surprisingly good linking partners. You have him in slot 1, her in slot 2. She's supporting him, and he has like 800k defense in slot 1 with 20% damage reduction. Like, he is able to hold down slot 1 easily. He gets hit, and he's giving the key to everyone else in the rotation. This team is always basically at like 24 key with how much key is being given around. With the Yajirobe support, her support, him giving the key, and then the second rotation, you have these guys slot 2 and this guy slot 1. Like, this team holds it down so well. But again, I want to talk about build up. You got him build up. He needs to build up. Piccolo needs to build up. Goku needs to build up. They need to build up. Less build up though. Only about 4 on this team. And then I threw some subs in. If you don't have like some of these tankier units, Krillin is an amazing choice as well. He's an amazing choice if maybe you don't have the 8 year and you want the revive still. He's a pretty easy revive. And then God Goku as well, another tanky if you're missing out some of these tanks. Really, you're just throwing in just tankier units or a revive unit, right? The revive unit is the most important part. You need at least 1 unit will be reviving because you're usually not relying on Goku's revive. You cannot get it as early as you can with these 2. So these 2 are important on the team because they can revive so early to let Goku go at full power. So this is my second best team in the game. And number 1, I have Battle of Fate, Power of Wishes. This team has everything right now, and it's very similar to the other team. Where the other team, honestly, I kind of feel you can put these guys neck and neck. This team has a little bit more support for it, so it's a lot more support heavy, the team. But this team is like, no one's hurting this team. And it also does insane damage because you have both 8 years and Vegito Blue here. Those guys are just carrying your damage. They're going to just be blasting you through events. And then these 4, your main rotations, are going to be holding down the defense. Again, Piccolo, Bulma rotation is insane. And you can do a Vegeta and Trunks and a Goku rotation right here. These guys are holding it down. Slot 1, slot 2, and then in slot 3, you will have these 3. You can also put Vegito on to main rotation, so you could actually maybe you'd have to put Goku in slot 3. You could slot 3 Goku, which could hurt his defense buildup. But that's if you want Vegito on main rotation be doing damage so he can get all his additional supers, right? You could even throw off, and that's the other thing, you could even, and I might even say, you would throw off this Vegeta and Trunks, put on someone like Gohan, put on someone like God Goku right here, put them next to Vegito, or no, have Goku here, put them next to Vegito, and then put one of these guys on slot 3, right? Or on, yeah, to be on the rotation, to be slot 3, on the slot 3 rotation, sorry, and have one of them, because they're able to hold it down fine in slot 3, right? So you could put them in the 3rd slot and then have Goku holding the front with Vegito there. That's also a perfect way to do it as well. But this team, I think, just has so much you could do with it. I could have put, 5 more sub units on here. There's so many options with this team that I think it's just amazing. You have, of course, the leader is going to be giving you the revive. They're insanely tanky themselves, and they're going to be doing so much damage. I think, honestly, if I ranked them like sort of side by side, these two teams are probably neck and neck. And then this team is definitely 2nd, 3rd place. I think that this team is good, but there can be some flaws with it. So these are my top 3 teams for global. I think this is going to be your go-tos. Earthbound Fighter, powerful comeback, but let's say you don't have Goku, then the 8 anniversary more people might have, because this was just a bigger celebration. Bulma, amazing support for both these teams. That's another reason this team, no Bulma on this one. Kind of holds it back a little bit, but I understand everyone has Bulma. If you're a real big, you like support and stuff, this team is amazing too. Earthbound Fighters has so many support units that this team is fun to use with Yajirobe, Piccolo, and Bulma all giving key, and then these two giving attack and defense. Even when they're on rotations, there's just always attack and defense given to everyone on the team. And then this team is just like a wall that can't be broken. This team will get you through every single fight with ease, I feel. So that's my list for the top 3 teams for global. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you all next time.